Welcome to dinner. It's going to be prepared by our wonderful National Indigenous Culinary Institute chefs. You're in for a fantastic treat. 65,000 years of food and culture in Australia. They have all of this to draw on. And what's really incredible is our Indigenous and First Australians give us an amazing uniqueness. The food of our country is unique and special. Please, after this amazing dinner, come visit us in Australia. We have amazing hospitality and incredible food and brilliant kids working here.
NICI trains Indigenous chefs in the top restaurants in Australia. So places like Neil Perry's Rockpool, for instance. We have chefs at every stage, every year of their training, plus we have graduate chefs across Australia and now across the world.
We started with the National Indigenous Culinary Institute in 2012, and then we had a couple of really fantastic guys in Sam and Luke, twins, join us in 2015. 4 years later, they're very important chefs at both Rockpool and Rosetta. We also have a couple of fantastic young ladies, Liz and Jade, who are absolutely doing brilliant work and making sure that we support this incredible institution more and more and more. We're getting fantastic kids and they're learning fantastic things.
Being in the kitchen at Rockpool Bar and Grill Sydney is always hot, working with a big grill. It's always exciting, lots of energy, always happy to get in there, get amongst it. I love it.
It's really important that the National Indigenous Culinary Institute supports Indigenous people to become high quality chefs within Australia, as native ingredients are starting to be representative in cuisines within our industry, and who better else to represent those ingredients.
We love engaging with the restaurant industry and top chefs at every level. We have Ben Shuri of Attica, one of the great restaurants of the world, taking all our chefs, trainees and graduates through the kitchen. He's working with them in the kitchen right now as I speak. We've been through his amazing gardens where the chefs work in the gardens. So we just hope that our chefs really love this experience, that they make friends in Ireland, that they bond, that they make connections, because that is what food does, and we hope that everyone in Ireland absolutely loves it too.
I'm really excited to work with Indigenous ingredients in Australia. For me, they tell the truest story of our nation, and I'm even more excited to have Indigenous First Nations kids visiting us here today. It fills my heart with joy to see the happy faces and the interest and the openness. Local ingredients are really important in the context of reminding you where you are. You know, you could be anywhere in the world depending on what ingredients you were cooking with. And for me in Australia, I think the most fascinating ingredients are the ingredients that came first. There's a huge collection of them, thousands and thousands. And these ingredients are really important because they only exist in this ecosystem. That's where they belong. There's a very long cultural heritage of the use of them by Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people. They're delicious, most of all, and they are like nothing else.
Look, I think for the chefs visiting, it was more around the opportunity to see plants that they normally unpackage in a restaurant. Where they actually come from, it's priceless and a really good educational experience for those young people, just to see, you know, the process in producing the native ingredients that they're using in their food.
So when you come to Australia, you know, this is a hot climate, it's a dry, arid land. You know, our Indigenous plants have struggled to survive at times, and they create really robust flavours. They're not mollycoddled. They're natural and unique, and we want to take those flavours and we want our guests to experience those in the truest way. So we want to honour those ingredients, but also in a way that connects some of the culture that has been shared with us from Indigenous groups around Australia and our friends who are elders. We want to share that with our guests as well, because to me those two things are absolutely linked, the people and the food.
The real beauty of food is that it connects people. It brings people together across cultures, across countries, across tables. And so we hope our chefs of NICI have a beautiful time sharing their culture and their 60,000 years of cooking with you, and we hope that you are really loving your real taste of Australia.